He's here, ma'am. Good. You're dismissed. Yes, ma'am. Have a seat. Any progress? Sort of. Please share. Okay, some director of the board are pulling strings trying to shut Silencio down. I think that's safe. The board of directors will soon call me to decide the fate of Silencio. You first tell me something I don't know. Let's say the top one. Oh, are you sure? I am. I knew there are factions regarding the fate of Silencio, but directors shouldn't be personally involved. This is breaking the equilibrium. How does the information help you? To get the dirt on board directors? It's more helpful than you think. Of course, I could always use a little more intel. Now let's see what I can share with you. As far as I know, certain directors of the board care a lot about Silencio. So, nobody ever cared so much about Silencio. Something is very wrong. I've considered every single possibility: cash flow, business strategies, land value, patents, so on and so forth. Silencio is more a liability than an asset in every sense. So why such attention? Why now? Because it's cranking up, juicing power to a lethal level. What? I told her too much. She could have inferred the rest. You're saying they're trying to increase profit at the cost of lives? Oddly specific for a speculation. Damn. We are talking about a death toll potentially in hundreds of thousands. No profit could justify such risk. So what is really going on? I have no idea yet. Is that supposed to be helpful? Patience. I'm coming to it. I believe the key is not with Silencio itself. We should examine external factors. Let's just say, whether Silencio goes or stays, profitability is not a factor of consideration. All directors agree on one thing, that Silencio doesn't make any real profit. The reason to keep it is for political leverage. This farm addresses the unemployment issue for the government. As to why it should go, it's rather self-explanatory: high upkeep and zero profit. Zero profit? Let's face the fact, Silencio's revenue has been steadily sliding. This farm is so old that it's a joke. Updating it with modern hardware costs more than building a new farm. Things have been like this for a long time. The two factions were relatively at peace until now. They must have been provoked by something. The only thing I can think of is that Vision must have discovered a new way to generate exponentially more flops. She's reaching the same conclusion as Fran and C2 did. What does that have to do with Silencio? Can't you put two and two together? Silencio is completely redundant if they have a new way to massively increase flops output. With such peace of mind, one faction will take immediate action to shut it down, then the other will fight back. In a sense, the fight over Silencio represents the future of Vision Corp. Path 1. Befriend the government and wrestle Sunrise for more political power. Path 2. Dominate the flop farming business with powerful technology. As the board, they do planning on a macro level. I don't expect you to understand, just take it as a fact. This is far beyond me indeed. One thing I am 100% sure of is that there will be a clash of factions very soon. Based on what you found out, the pro-clothes affection is already in motion. But how is your information supposed to help me? I hope you understand how dire the situation is, because considering everything we know so far, Frances must have touched a nerve. She's onto something that both factions want to keep confidential. In other words, she's in more danger than you can imagine. She's not bluffing. We both need more intel, Jason Dye. Or better still, hard evidence. Directors can't openly break the rules they made. That is the bottom line. You said some directors are directly meddling to shut this farm down. They must have puppets to carry out their plans in the dark. Your next mission is to find out who these puppets are. I already know it. Liam, Sue, and Kevin Hu. What if I told you I already know? Oh? Consider me owe you one if you manage to identify any puppet of the directors. This favor will be returned when you are in need. If you think you know, give me a name. Kevin Hu. Let's give up Kevin. The division lead of ops? A man like him? Huh? It does make sense. Jason Dye, I don't think you're stupid enough to deceive me. Still, a friendly reminder is due. If you lied, you'll pay. But for now, I owe you one. Let me know when you're in need. I could really use her help someday. That wraps it up. Time for you to go. Don't stay. We can't afford to attract attention. Jason, we are getting results. Come back to the van. Go. I need to prepare for my next appointment. I'll be in touch. What exactly do you want out of this? I want more power. To get power, I need information. I want to settle the score for Frances. For that, you need information too. Our interests are aligned. That is all you need to know. Bye, Jason Dye. Bye. Time to go to the van. Maybe this is the end of it. No way. Can I go here? No. Shadow platform. In the van. Hey Jason. You're back. Haha, yes. It's crowded in here. It's crowded in here. Ah, Nin. What did I say? No budget for a bigger van. Haha. How is the comparison going, 23? Patience, here it is. Gather up, folks. The moment of truth. 23? No. No what? No evidence that they're increasing the power of block generation. Nothing at all? Nothing at all. Everything fits perfectly together. Above or below the counter. Are you sure? I'm 100% positive. What? How could it be? Show me the files, 23. I cross-reference every single line. There is nothing. Show me the files. All the same. Are you suggesting I overlooked? I just want to confirm. Normally you wouldn't ask. This is too important to afford any oversight, 23. I know. Sorry, it's just file sent over. You do seem right. Yeah. What now? Admit we made a big mistake? It can't be. Both Auntie and Francis have proven Vision is selling more flops than it could generate. I still believe this data from the seller has been tampered with. Impossible. This is raw data, retrieved right from the seller. If this is tampered with, it means the Ops division have never seen the actual data. That in turn means Ops never managed the seller. The seller runs itself. They just play along. Do you seriously believe that? I do. I have no idea what Vision is capable of. That is I call it one big hoax or money laundering scheme. 23. Listen to me, Nin, please. We must start over and be practical. It's very likely that our so-called additional flops do not exist. Unlikely. Vision provides flops for many clients. If they don't supply enough, people will find out. It is possible. You are aware there's an arms race of flops going on among small and medium enterprises, right? They're hoarding up flop contracts like there's no tomorrow. The idea is whoever stops first is out of the game. They can't really use up all those flops they paid for. What if Sunrise is one of Vision's clients? Not to mention Grower and Datum. Are you suggesting they're blind too? Or maybe they're all in this together. There's a gigantic conspiracy. Vision does not want anyone to see this data. You know how hard they tried. This isn't some ridiculous, sophisticated misdirection campaign. Then maybe enough 23. To verify data from the seller, we have two options. 1. Hack into the flop core. 2. Retrieve data from other farms with abnormal flops output. Other farms? We don't have that kind of time or resources. Yes, the flop core is the only viable option. Don't tell me you want to. I know you hate it. I hate it? Are you suggesting I am the problem? You should hate it too. Infiltrating the flop core is a felony. Your choice, 23. I won't drag you into something you don't agree with. This is so wrong in so many ways. I know. I've made my choice. Your turn. Okay. Let's take the flop core. C2 looks immensely relieved. But there's one condition. You must not lead the operation. I know you want to take the front line, right? No, I can't let Lawrence and Jason take the risk. That would be... Consider this. If you're seen, not necessarily caught, that would alert Al. Can we afford that? Alert Al? I thought Al was back in this operation. Wait, she interrupted me. This investigation is not sanctioned by Al? What? Nin, I think we should. I know. You're right, Francis. Sorry for keeping you in the dark. What the? No way. You're shitting me. Lance doesn't know either? Let Nin explain. This investigation is a personal project between 23 and I. Al doesn't know about it. That's why they assigned you to other tasks mid-operation. And why we don't have the budget for a second vegan. You all noticed. Correct. But we have a reason to hide this operation from Al. Al belongs to the government, but is ultimately funded by big corporations. It's not a neutral organization. There are Vision's agents within Al. We can't let them know about this. What will Vision's agents do? Protect Vision. They will try to exert influence from within to hinder our progress, if not completely halting it. Our boss will call a stop to this operation for sure. Then why did you keep us in the dark? You're in enough trouble already. I don't want to have you overwhelmed. How are we supposed to be better off without transparency? I see your point. That is all in your favor. I seldom see friend this harsh. You're right, sorry. Consider me corrected. It's you two against both Vision and Al. Is that what you're saying? Kind of. Although against a specific activity of Vision's, not the corporation itself. That is cool. But to take on the whole world in order to make things right, that's what heroism is about. Don't dramatize. Lawrence. We have practical objective, which is to ensure the safety of the people in the cellar. Oh, I apologize for not making this clear sooner. Francis, you're just like this. Does your renegade activities affect us in any way? If the operation is compromised, you will be spared as misled, manipulated civilians, not guilty by reason of being uninformed. That depends on what you tell them. I knew this would happen. Guys, this is exactly why we didn't want to let you know. What do you mean? Fran's getting angry. You're planning for your own good, Fran, in case we tell you. We're planning... I know, still. What 23 is trying to say is that if you don't know, you don't know. Honestly, uninformed. Now that you know it, there's a whole new dimension of concerns. I see your point. Sorry for doubting you. The apology is all mine. We started it. Now would you agree to not lead the charge, Nin? If I am to hold back, Jason and Lawrence must infiltrate the Flop Corps together. I can't have either of them acting alone. What do you say, Lawrence? I say hell yeah. Been looking forward to some badass action. Jason? I'm okay either way. Situ is looking at Fran, asking for her opinion. As long as Jason agrees. We don't have choices. If you go down, Miss Situ, we will go down with you. Thank you. Now we have a direction. Next, specific strategy. Retrieving the data is simple enough, exactly like what you did before. Enter the Flop Corps, plug in my decryption device, and call it a day. Do you still have the thing, Lawrence? I do. How long does it take? About 3 minutes, counting everything, 30 seconds to crack the encryption, and copy everything out. I can see everything in the plain text after decryption. What do you care? Just copy everything. You have all the time in the world to examine the data at home. The copying part is automated. You just need to plug, unplug, and go. Considering the sheer volume of data, it will take a little while. Good. Next, let's plan out an infiltration plan. The Flop Corps is located on a restricted level. You need security clearance to make the cellar elevator stop there. I'm afraid this is the only way to get in. There's no farm staff, no permanent security guard. As long as you can get there, the rest is a breeze. 2 issues in front of us. First, how to get security clearance. Second, an ID card to open the locked door. You know your farm well, Supervisor. The ID is a non-issue. We can forge one anytime. Forged by who? 23? Rest assured, I'm on top of the ID. I can't afford to let 23 screw around. Hey, I have a serious face for serious occasions too. Wait. What title do you have in mind? Cable Management Engineer. It's legit. There are tons of cables in the Flop Corps. Totally makes sense. I suggest Special Inspector dispatched by the CEO Shane Yan. Inspectors have access to all parts of the farm. Being sent by the CEO means no one dares to question you. Are we both inspectors, me and Lawrence? No need. There is no one in the Flop Corps. You don't need to perfect the act. Take the elevator to the Flop Corps, open the door with the ID card, and it's done. So the actual title doesn't matter. We only use the ID card as a key. Yes and no. If anything out of your plan happens, you will need to show a proper title. In that case, Cable Management Engineer definitely won't work. The security clearance is a bit of an issue. Can't you just hack it? The beacon is on. Right. I can grant you security clearance through the beacon, but there's one problem. Come on, one problem is basically no problem. The Flop Corps is under maximum security. A visit by anyone with clearance or not triggers an alert. I can delay this alert, but not cancel it. You must get out before the alert goes out. That is the only solution I have. do you say, Nin? I say go ahead. You will have more than enough time. Maybe I could ask Yuna Su for help. She said she'd return the favor. Ooh, I think I can get help from Yuna Su. IIV officer? She should be able to grant security clearance. Better still, she will give you a legit reason to visit. Why would she help you? I gave her some intel before. Intel? C2 is alerted. I'll give her something unrelated. I told her the board of directors pawns within Silencio. She already owes you a favor. This won't compromise our operation. Go ahead then. Well done, Jason. This could be a safer alternative. What's the location of Yuna Su? Entrance lobby on the first floor. I granted Jason security clearance. She hasn't moved. Get going, Jason. Contact Lawrence for when you have the clearance for the flop core. What if Yuna Su says no? Then we have our original plan. And take this. A stun grenade. Your last resort. Stun grenade. My genius design. A flashbang and an EMP generator rolled into one. Whatever you're up against, this thing will buy you at least 30 seconds of precious time. Works great against our agents too. Aren't we stunned too? Your package includes contact lenses against the flash, and your earpieces have noise cancellation against the bang. Don't use it unless you absolutely have to. Remember, it's the last resort. You may need it for the next time. Yes, ma'am. Okay, go. See you later, Jason. Oh, I gotta play this smart now. It's gonna be tough. Oh, I can't make any mistakes. So I'm definitely gonna have to use that. I'm not feeling too confident. Jason Dye, looking for me? We need to talk. Have a seat. Let me guess. You want me to return the favor? Correct. What do you want? I need security clearance for the flop core. She's frowning. That I can do. However, why would you want to go there? I need to retrieve some data. Right, data. The only thing you can find there. Just yourself? She figured I have partners. Don't mention any of us. Just myself. Good. There'll be trouble if you bring someone else along. I don't need to worry about that. Indeed. She seems convinced. Well done. It's a trick question. If I asked about it, she'd know I have partners. I can grant you access, but it's only for this one time. One time is enough. But it's not me. A colleague of mine will grant you access. Let's just say that someone in the IIB owes me a favor. This is the perfect time for him to pay his debt. I think she's talking about Irvin Lin. Another senior IIB officer. Sue sees him as a competitor. My guess is that she wants to have him do the job, then use it to blackmail him. It's none of our concern. 23 knows everything, huh? You're thinking 23 knows everything, huh? Yep, I do know everything. Sorry, let's cut 23 off. What, cat got your tongue? I can't trust you if you keep having focus issues. Okay. You don't need to know who exactly grants you access. The result is the same. You have what you need. It's done. You can go to the flop core. Remember though, only once. Thank you. You're welcome. Security clearance verified. You have access to the flop core. Well done. Now meet Lawrence at the elevator to the cellar. Oh boy, Lawrence might have to wait outside. So, I don't think she was lying about if we bring someone else. I feel like we have to leave Lawrence. Oh, she stay here. Am I? Hey, Jason. Hey. Lawrence, Jason, ready? Of course. I'm ready. Good. Remember, once you're in the elevator, we will be cut off. If anything happens, improvise. Roger. And one last bit of update before you go. That forged vase you're carrying, your title should be Engineering Manager, not Expector. Does it matter? All I need to do is tap in on the lock. No one's gonna ask. Correct, but staying up to date won't hurt. Engineering Manager. Good luck. Nin got the ID title wrong. Color me surprised. Yeah, she looks like the meticulous type. Painstakingly meticulous. Say, I've never taken this elevator before. This is seriously something. She got it wrong. What does that mean? Manager. Gigantic underground structure. Wow. You have no idea how much time we're taking it today. Must be a tough day, haha. What's your plan when this all blows over? When this all blows over? Get my life back on track, of course. Right. Don't you want to join me? Speaking of that, I have no idea what his plan for the future is. Join you on what? I'm working for Nin. They pay me pretty well. I mean, in case you wonder about the pay, huh? I told you last night, right? I'm working hard towards joining now. Why would you want to do that? Because they're so cool. Just kidding. Al helped me multiple times. I want to be one of them. Helped? I've done flop contribution before. My family went there and brought me along. Why did they bring you along? Because they needed extra money, I guess. Also, how was I supposed to survive on my own in middle school? Nothing long term. I was racked up for about 2 weeks. Do they take kids that young? Not anymore, but back then there was no rule against it. Oh, that was for another corporation, not Vision. Name's Tendril. Tendril, one of Vision's key competitors. The service contract said 2 weeks, but we didn't finish. There was an accident. He winced. The accident killed both my parents and left me half dead. Tendril planned to let me die and be done with it. Easier to cover up. Then Nin appeared, saved me and exposed Tendril's malpractice. I owe her my life. Ah. I don't know what to say. It's nothing, really. Damn, sorry, I didn't intend to ruin the moment. My point is, there are many terrible corporations like Tendril, and people can't do anything about them. Tendril is still doing what it's been doing all along. The only force that could stop them is Nin and people like her. Are you talking about her or Al? I did ask her that question, and she said, it's all the same. You take the initiative as a person. To get things done, you need power and resources from an organization. Al provides what you need at a cost, but generally a good deal. A result-oriented view. Sort of. Anyway, that's why I want to join out. This might sound childish, mind you, but I'll do what it takes for the power to do the right thing. Don't you want it, Jason? Being an out agent, you can protect Miss Shang. I don't think it's related. Oh, I see. Sorry, I meant no offense. None taken. Thank you. Is there someone you want to protect? You hate flop farming. Now, I guess no. I want to do something nonetheless, if only to make the world a better place. By do something, you mean help the disadvantaged against oppressors. For example, big corps in the flop farming industry. You think flop farming as a whole is wrong? Absolutely wrong. It does feed families. At the same time, it breaks more. It leaves people permanently scarred. I'm just one example. Lynn has been trying to talk me out of it, but I can't. I hate flop farming and everything related to it. That does not apply to my colleagues at screening though. I know there are good people even in the worst place. However, they are still facilitating evil. Probably. He's trying pretty hard not to be judgmental. Ops represents the bad side. I saw plenty of good people working for Ops. Who are the bad guys then? Phew, let's focus on the operation. We're almost there. Gotta get this done quick. Wow, that's one heck of a long corridor. Let's go. Freeze, Michael Xiao! Just knock him out real quick. It's all good. Who are you people? Mr. Dai? Shit, didn't they say there's no security officer? Worse still, he knows me. What are you doing here? I'm assisting this inspector from HQ. I say that. Inspector? What's wrong? He seems alerted by that title. Oh shit, I forgot C2 just called in and told us the title should be Engineering Manager. Oh, I thought that was the same thing. Is this the inspector? He doesn't know Lawrence that much, I can tell. They told me, no, you got my title wrong. I'm from HQ, Engineering Manager. What's that about? The regular servicing of the flop core is due. That's why I'm here today. Ah, right, he's playing his role. Engineering Manager, why are you in farm uniform? You have a problem with my uniform? No, I was just curious, because I was not informed of any visitor today. Pardon me, I need to confirm your identity. Please come this way. You're young for an HQ manager. Ah, the key, my friend, is bribing the right people. Eh? Dude, that was awful. I appreciate the humor, haha. And may I know your name? My name? My name is... Shit, he didn't check the name on the fake ID. Just show him your ID and be done with it, sir. Alright, here, take this. Sophie? Xiao? Sir? Isn't the name Sophie kind of a bit feminine? My mom wanted a girl, and Sophie's pretty damn good name. She had a boy in the end, but still thought Sophie's pretty damn good name. Got a problem, man? That's ridiculous, man. No, it's just unconventional. Don't tell me that worked. I'm going in if you've done asking. I'm sorry, there's one more issue. We just received orders to not let anyone into the flop core. if you absolutely have to, please talk to my boss. Since radio doesn't work on this floor, I'm afraid you'll need to take a detour upstairs. I'm terribly sorry for this inconvenience. Ah. He really doesn't have time for it. It's an order. I'm sorry. Please follow me. I'll take you to the security office. What the fuck is this? Idiot. Is that intended for me? I'm sorry, sir. Eh? You didn't inform the security office, huh? Now you want me to go off again? How long did the ride down take me, huh? I didn't know they have this temporary order. Didn't know? What is the company paying you for? I'll let your boss know about this. Oh, Xiao is freaking out a little. You are a dead man, you. And you, security guy, do you have any idea how I deal with dipshits like you? No? I'll make you. You've seen it. You tell him. Dude, you're leaving this mess to me? Fired him on the spot. Right, that's what I do. Good, now Xiao is seriously freaking out. Wait, okay. Since you have a pass, I suppose it's alright. Please go in. Phew, that did it. Die? You wait outside. What? That's not part of the script. Okay, I'll wait here. I have to act along while Xiao is here. Good, I'm going in then. Have a productive day. What the hell is Lawrence doing? Phew, that was intense. He's got some temper. Yeah, thank you for not provoking him any further. I didn't want to get us both fired. He has a pass, nothing could go wrong. I'm having a really bad day. They told me to guard the door here this morning, totally out of the blue. This morning? What do you mean? This is not part of my job. You know me, Mr. Dai. I patrol the shuttle platform. You said this assignment is out of the blue? Yeah. I don't know what's going on. My boss just sent me here, telling me to watch out of shady figures with fake ID. Normally I don't patrol this part of the farm. We don't have the security clearance. Told me to watch out for inspector of sorts. I guess it's all false alarm. One mistake on their end. A ton of errands for me to run. Oh, my heart skipped a beat when Mr. Xiao said he's an inspector. Mr. Xiao. Oh, he means Lawrence. I was like, whoa, really? Wait, doesn't that mean somebody informed Vision of our infiltration plan? Ha, time's up. Time for a shift change. I should go now. Great, I can finally have this place to myself. Shift change? Where's the other guard? Oh, I don't know. Huh? The boss told me to just leave when it's time. Someone will come along to fill the gap. Someone, you mean the next guard? I have no idea. I was like, who's supposed to take over? Isn't that gonna leave a gap between shifts? The boss told me to shut up. Don't know why such secrecy. Okay, bye. I'm gonna have to flashbang or beat someone up. The operation is messy, genuinely moving forward. Should I check on Lawrence in the flop car? No, he took the ID card. I can't open the door now. Guess I'll have to wait. What the heck is he doing there? I need to ask him later. And what Xiao said before, he left makes me uneasy. Yep. Lawrence is spending way too much time inside. 23 said it takes 3 minutes. She miscalculated? All done. Let's evacuate. Now get the hell out of here while we still can. Let's go. No talking there. Jason. I'll be damned. Here they are. The boss is never wrong. They're not security guards. So, who the hell are you? Who the hell are you? What do you think? Enough. As planned. Off them. The fuck? I'll take the one in the rear. Don't damage the equipment. can't even if I wanted to. They didn't allow guns. Do a proper job. I know. E. Oh. 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 This guy's nice. Good. You feel me? Oh, you got hurt? Ha. You take that one out too? Are you okay? Not too bad. Except for the wound from the other day. You must get out now. Before... This guy looks deeper. The fuck? Shall we keep this little show going? Let's go. Do I have a choice? I said, shall we keep this little show going? I have a pretty good chance if it's just himself. Who are you? Oh, he's nice. I can't keep up with his moves. Be a smart boy. Answer my questions. No tricks. Ask away. Who are you working for? Nobody. Is that so? I've seen your kind. All balls and guts until I beat the shit out of you. Damn. I'm passing out. Throw. Okay, that was a different kind of guy. Oh, this guy's always getting stabbed. Ouch. Are you okay? Sure. Just feeling a bit numb, huh? He looks pale. Did Vision send those mercenaries, or... Why would they need mercenaries? I'm confused too. But if they did hire mercenaries, there has to be some big secret to keep. Hopefully Nin knows something. Not counting on it. She has no idea who we're dealing with. Say, why did you insist? Go on the flock call alone. We'll explain later, promise. Looks like I can't get an answer now. Jason, please don't tell Nin that I went into the flock call alone, would you? No, I have to tell her. Okay, I see. Ah, the data. Phew. I thought I dropped it. Once up there, we will call Nin pronto and immediately go to the van for rendezvous. After that encounter, Vision could be on high alert now. Maybe there's an all-out war waiting for us up there. I still think we're wasting time. Should have busted Shane last night. Can't let trash like him walk around. The footage Francis recorded is enough to justify an arrest. Can't argue with that. But C2 said we must do a thorough investigation first. She did say that. What do you think, Jason? I'd say we should arrest Shane first, act him before we see the whole picture could screw up. I don't want to think. Just do whatever she says. Act him before we see the whole picture could screw it up. If we still can't find any clue in this data we retrieved, then I'll try to convince Nin to go after Shane Yan. Will you support me, Jason? What we need is an open discussion, not taking sides. You sound exactly like Nin. You don't approve? No, it's just that you and Nin, you're like robots, always talking about the big picture, thinking it over, and so on and so forth. I don't mean it's wrong, but How could you be so detached when bad people like that remain at large? You mean we're heartless? I force myself to put personal feelings aside. Oh, we can leave that discussion for later. Hey, we're almost there. We might need to evacuate immediately, Jason. Evacuate from Silencio? We're not gonna find a battalion of cops waiting for us when the store opens, are we? You seriously considering this possibility? No, that's not possible, right? Radio doesn't work down there. It will take Vision a while to find out. But we must act fast. Agreed. Now, time to move. Might run into our friends. They're back online. Jason Lawrence, report your status. Mission accomplished? We had a situation. Mercenaries appeared. Report casualties. Minor injury on our way back. Copy that. Let's get going, Jason. Who are we gonna run into now? We can't go back to work now. That was too much. Jason, how are your wounds? I'm good. I'm unscathed. Lawrence was hit pretty hard. Show me your wounds now. Hey, hold on. I'm injured alright, but it's not as bad as it sounds. I dropped you on the floor. Let's get the hell out of here while we can. 23. Is Vision mobilized? Nothing's happening. No alarm. Still, evacuation is recommended. Good, let's go. Roger. Phew, home sweet home. This is not your home. Home is where your family is. And we're not your family. Hey, why so serious? You're... Ouch. Stay still. Don't forget your injury. Hey Jason, you didn't even have a scratch. Ouch, ouch. Are you okay? Not too bad. I see 23 has been skipping her first aid lessons. Sorry about that. Huh? I was trying to be funny. Don't take it seriously. I think Fran is signaling me something. What's Nin doing? She's been hiding in the bedroom since we came back. Hey, 23. Quiet, she's on the phone. Ah, yeah. What does he say? He says he'll take care of it. Take care of what? Clean up. Now Vision will be able to track you down based on what you left at the flop core. How could you be so sure? Because I made sure Yunosu is in charge of the flop core investigation. Huh? Chill, you're not supposed to understand adult business. Hey, Lawrence, are you sure you were assaulted by mercenaries? Yeah. What's your opinion, Jason? Definitely not security guards for sure. They are in uniform of sorts and face masks. Grey uniform and masks like skull faces. Right, how do you know? I know who they are, then. It's a mercenary group made of wanted criminals. The leader's code name, Chameleon, is ex-military. How do you know? You haven't seen them. Vision is hiring criminals? If you're doing illegal things, you might as well do it with like-minded people. We have seen Chameleon before. In other missions, that too. I mean, we saw him here. This shooter, he is Chameleon. It was just a suspicion, but after what you said, now I'm certain Vision is working with him. Why didn't you say so before? Because it was no more than a suspicion. Well, you could have said you had a suspicion. He's notoriously aggressive, caused lots of trouble for Al. Hiring him means Vision has more at stake than we thought. I am monitoring Vision's internal communications. Looks like employees, no matter the rank, are not aware of these mercenaries. They are keeping it a secret from their own people. That explains why Xiao was told to leave without handing over. It's a tough day for you two, especially you, Jason. Sorry for putting you through this. Don't be, I'm well prepared. Cool as ever, Jason. You did exceptionally well to get out unaided. All thanks to my grenade, right, Jason? Yeah, great timing. You each took down a henchman of Chameleon's. I'm surprised. They are professional hitmen with abundant field experience after all. One of them took me down though. Until we met the last guy, that is. Yeah. That guy's on a whole different level. Super strong. We could barely touch him. Military grade exoskeleton suit. Pretty sure he had it. What's military grade exoskeleton suit? Huh? I thought you'd know better than anyone else, Jason. Haven't you seen it in the army? He's right. I even tried it on a few times. Quick explanation. Exoskeleton suits are a kind of enhancement gear for protection and ability boost. Some dock workers wear them for heavy lifting. Same thing. The civilian version only increases strength, no protection or speed boost. I used to wear it on one of my gig jobs. It's no match for the military grade though. I mean, both the performance and the price tag. If Chameleon's men are armed with those, Vision must be paying them some serious money. Right. 23. When can we have the analysis result of the flop core data? Noon tomorrow, the soonest. Once done, we'll be able to see what exactly is happening in the cellar. I mean, we have all the data that can be had. The truth has to be in it somewhere. Finally, the moment of truth, yeah? Although we really have nothing to do before that. Hey Nin, yes? Can you give me a copy of the data Jason retrieved? What do you need it for? Just want to help. An extra pair of eyes doesn't hurt, eh? Are you down me, boy? No, I'm just trying to help in any way I can. I don't mind. You're not stupid enough to share it with anyone else, are you? Of course not. What are you saying, Nin? Shall I give him a copy? No. Huh? Why? This is highly classified information. But no means no. Okay. Lawrence doesn't look very convinced. Okay, everyone. That wraps the business part up. Dinner time. So he already coffeed it himself, maybe? Take Lawrence to dinner. I need a moment with Jason and Francis. Let's go, Lawrence. Oh, show some spirit, man. Dinner's on me. Hell yeah. You mean for real? You deserve a treat. Let's go. Yay. Okay. Do I snitch on him is the question. I feel like I should. You've been silent, Francis. Are you feeling alright? Me? Oh, I'm alright. I can tell something's on her mind. Good. There are a few things I'd like to go over with you. But first of all, please accept my apology. I didn't intend to put Jason in danger. That said, I have a question for you, Jason. You ran into a security guard in the flop core. Did he say anything? Xiao said quite a lot of things. He did mention stuff. Did he say why he was stationed there? He was sent there on short notice, I see. Did he mention how much they know? They knew someone's coming to the flop core. Really? Fran looked very surprised. Doesn't that mean our operation was compromised? I have this concern. Did the guards specifically mention Inspector? Xiao did say that. Yes, they knew about that too. I see. Last question. Did Lawrence propose to enter the flop core alone? He did. I see. Why ask? Fran? Anything wrong? I'm curious. That is not relevant. But if it's relevant, it's not classified. I guarantee it has nothing to do with either of you. I wouldn't insist if it's classified. Let me see too. But if it's not, You need to create transparency as much as possible. I see. I'm asking about Lawrence because I'm worried about him. I didn't intend to include him in this mission because he holds a personal grudge against the flop farming industry. You're very perceptive. She's genuinely surprised by my response. That is correct. Because of what happened to him, Lawrence hates everything related to flop farming with a passion. I was worried that he may take this too personally. As a general rule, personal feelings are counterproductive on missions. Moreover, I don't want to see him hurt. Hurt how so? He's the kind of young man who believes every problem has a perfect solution if you try hard enough. All cases we worked on did have perfect solutions, but this time we're against vision. We must be prepared to face less than ideal results. Less than ideal? That we may not be able to stop vision or make them pay. In that case, we must find a plan B for you two. No matter how this goes, taking vision down is unrealistic. She's right, it's a very real possibility. There are still situations that you have to admit defeat. Now give up for a chance to try again another day. To most people, this is the common sense, I believe. But if I choose to stand my ground, no. For you two, surrender might be the more sensible way to go. Your priority is to put your life back on track. She glanced at Fran. At least, Jason, you'd appreciate this option. Should I be mad at that? Sorry, I meant no offense. There is nothing morally wrong with surrendering. All I meant to say is that you don't have a reason to fight Vision to the death. Lawrence is a different case. To him, this is a holy war. We must raze Vision's evil empire to the ground. I think I know what you mean. But why did you ask whether he went into the Flop Core alone? I have a feeling that he may want to prepare some secret weapon of his own. I denied his request to see the data for the same concern. If he goes renegade and engages Vision on his own with the data, things will be more out of control. Also, we both know that 23 will mind. She means legitimate process and privacy protection. I don't want to disappoint 23 or risk Lawrence. That's why I'm asking you, Jason. Sorry for keeping you in the dark. It must be hard to be you, Miss C2. Leading a team like this, there must be a million things to juggle. Especially when you have a team like this. Don't say that. She's smiling, meaning she agrees. I chose this job. I tried to do it as best as I can. I admire you. The feeling is mutual. I admire you too. Shall I make myself scarce for a bit? I admire you both. Hey, there's one thing you must know. She suddenly got a whole lot more serious. What I'm about to say will decide the outlook of your future. I mean you both. This spike is my hovering gadget. I control it within a certain range. Oh my god, that's crazy. Control it. Yes, shoot it out as a weapon and retrieve it in a split second. It also serves as a fulcrum for acrobatic maneuvers. Wow, hovering technology can be weaponized. The technology was developed for weapons. Civilian applications are a byproduct. Cool. But what does it have to do with us? Could you fetch me a bottle of tea, Jason? Huh? Yeah, is Jason Dai everybody's favorite tea boy? Thank you. The way she says it, she's not asking. You feel me? Jason! The hell are you doing? I'm okay, Frank. Sorry. I suppose a light demonstration works better than a lecture. As you can see, Jason is not your average human. Not average human? He just demonstrated superhuman reflex. He lost me. Does it have to do with genetic engineering? You knew what I am? What did you do that for? Jay, you know what Miss C2 is talking about? I'll get straight to the point, Francis. Jason was genetically engineered since he was born. Engineered by whom? Fran is freaking out. Please allow me to explain. Al found out an unidentified secret society has been genetically engineering infants for decades. These infants are susceptible to remote control. They can be used as puppets. Remote control. According to our dossier, engineered humans have one thing in common: occasional out-of-character behaviors occurring in sporadic episodes. This is the result of remote control by the secret society. That much we have confirmed. Each control session could last from 10 minutes to 3 or 4 days. You mean Jason is... He is shielded. Remote control won't work on him anymore. This is too much to process. I need some time. I understand. When did you find out, Jay? Last night. Why didn't you tell me then? I haven't found a proper chance yet. Right, too many things are happening at the same time. I can't tell if she's convinced. Miss Situ. Why tell me this? Why now? Because I just made sure of one thing. What I didn't tell you is that there are many types of engineering. There is one particularly dangerous kind with elevated physical capabilities. I'm one of that kind? Yes. They are effectively weaponized humans. You, Jason, are a humanoid weapon. That's why I managed to beat those mercenaries? I believe so. But if you already made him immune to remote control, then Al has special rules regarding humanoid weapons. Contain indefinitely in research facility or exterminate on site. Oh! What? Calm down. I won't allow that to happen. But you can't change Al's rules. Yes. What if you don't tell them about me? So you were just announcing my death sentence? What if you don't tell them about me? They'll find out. Matter of time. I can cover up for you, although it won't change the result. There is a third way. Join Al, like I did. I'm a humanoid weapon myself. She's one too? More than a few leaders of Al want to make good use of people like us. I am one of the few poster children. The few? Those considered particularly unstable or not fit for field operations. They had to be either contained or exterminated. What I mean is, if you trust me enough, I hope to solve your problem with this approach. Join in Al. I don't have any other choice. Yeah. What would you suggest, Francis? I don't know. I can't make big decisions like this on the spot. You're right, sorry. Why didn't you tell me before? I need time to evaluate you. I checked your background before making contact. The way you subdued the stabber at the farm was self-evident enough. Your muscle power and reflex were obviously beyond what's normally considered possible. At the hospital, I told Lawrence to watch how you handled those thugs, quick and clean as expected. On top of that, you dealt with professional mercenaries earlier today. But I'm just an average guy when not possessed. Is that so? You're supposed to blend in when not possessed. There are exceptional cases though. You are one of such cases, Jason. And that is why I believe you will do well as an Al agent. With training, you will be able to tap into your powers with your unpossessed mind like me. Can I really do that? Jason, this may sound like a crisis, but it's also an opportunity. Before you face Al, I can help you to prepare. I know, I won't let this opportunity slip. Great, better than extermination. I know. Good. You have a strong mind. I know you need time to process, you both. Rest assured that Al won't notice Jason in the immediate future. How much time do we have? They will notice me sooner or later. When that happens, Fran, may I ask a question? Ask away. These investigations, some of them against the order of your superior, and now offering to help Jason. Why are you doing this? I always try to do the right thing. She said that without thinking. Lawrence said something like that too. I do it because I can. With great power comes great responsibility. I can't believe someone's actually putting that into practice. Maybe not fully into practice, but I'm trying. How far will you go? To do what you think is the right thing, as far as I need to, without crossing red lines. Some measures are against my purposes. I won't shoot myself in the foot. You think you have strong principles. Exactly the opposite. I see principles as rigid shackles, more trouble than they're worth. Weak principles are too loose to be of any value. Strong, rigid principles only hold you down. Never kill, never lie, be loyal to someone, so on and so forth. These principles slow you down when you really need to take action. Worse still, you don't achieve anything extra by adhering to them. No help with action, no help with results. But without principles, aren't you acting on a whim? Everyone acts on a whim. Whatever we do, we make decisions by going with what we think is right at the time. Sometimes we consider consequences further down the road. But on a grander scale, that's just acting on a slower whim. My point is, as long as your deed serves your purpose, your pursuit, there's nothing wrong with acting on a whim. Many choose the path you described, but refuse to face the consequence. Indeed. More often than not, principles become excuses to indulge oneself. I'm adhering to these principles, so it must be okay if I do that. They allow themselves the maximum indulgence by reinterpreting principles as they need. I know myself fairly well. Every choice I make is a weighted, informed decision. Instead of creating supposedly universal principles, I judge every situation as a separate case. My decisions are made based on the value I assign to everything. Value is something I can talk about. It's an effective measurement of my own actions and their results. Value fluctuates all the time though. Worshipping rules or principles equals giving up independent thinking, which marks the start of a downward spiral. Does 23 agree with you? I don't think so. She has her own principles, following Al's orders. Respecting laws? In a loose sense, yes. But she broke her own principles by joining you on this unsanctioned operation. Correct. For this very reason, she's been struggling against herself since the start of this operation. The world is a complicated place. No rigid principles could grant permanent peace of mind. I tried to explain to her, but she wouldn't listen. Peace of mind. This line of work often pits us against tough decisions. Sacrificing civilians for the sake of an operation is just one example. Many have trouble dealing with such pressure and guilt. 23 is one of them. So it's 23 people she couldn't save, maybe. I'm doing this for law and order that gives her peace of mind. Now you see why she values principles. But she broke her own principles. Why is she breaking her own principles, do you think? These principles are no longer providing her peace of mind. She chose to go after vision because it's obviously the right thing to do. Yet her principles are giving her hell for doing the right thing. What if she's doing it only for your sake? In that case, my interpretation stands. However, it makes me sad. I think I understand. Thank you. I'm glad you asked. We are the same kind of people, Francis. Instead of peace of mind, we choose to assess things in terms of right and wrong. More importantly, we are both willing to make sacrifices to do the right thing. Before today, I'd take that as a compliment. Now I'm not so sure. I'm not willing to sacrifice. I just never saw it as a real possibility. I was impulsive, not brave. You need time to experience to figure out how much leverage you can afford. Leverage? I'm not very comfortable with that word. Sorry. Don't get me wrong. This is the first time I see C2 stutter. It was a poor choice of words. I apologize. Sometimes I overlook the sentimental value of people and things. No offense taken, I understand. Fran showed her a knowing smile. What I meant to say is, we learn a little more about ourselves each tough choice. How tough is tough? Having gone through so much, I must have dealt with a fair share of tough moments, no matter by what definition, of course. But maybe you haven't seen what your level of tough is yet. Her grin says, nice try. You sound awfully like someone. I hope it's a good person. A meticulous person. Haha. Jason is hungry. Man, philosophical debate burns through food fast. Grab some dinner. We have already covered all key points. What about you? I'm not hungry. Me neither. You might catch up with your Lawrence and 23 if you're fast enough. I will examine Francis's wound. Let me help. You really don't have to. I'd advise against it, unless you're trained in first aid. Okay. See you later. Don't be too late. See you later. Sheesh.